Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Is this video doctored? Buhari reading a prepared speech as response to question and saying completely different thing. There has been a heated debate on social media if this video of the president at the United Nations General Assembly in New York on Tuesday was doctored or not. In the video, Buhari was asked to pathway Nigeria's ask for a resilient future for the country's young population, but the president's response was about climate change. Watch video below carefully and note your observations. Watch this video of General Muhammadu Buhari at UN and pray for him. The lady asked him what pathway Nigeria has for a resilient future for young population, and General Buhari answered something completely different about climate change. When social media users started expressing doubt that the video may have been altered, as it appeared to have skipped between when question was asked and the president responded. Turned out that some of the president's aides also shared the same video. New media aide Bashar Ahmed did and later deleted. Digital media aide Tolu Ogunlesi also shared the video. This is terrible. Before we even go into details and all of that, it is not a new thing, whether it is doctored or it is not doctored. At least a typical example is what happened during before the election when what is this man's name? This woman's name? Kadari, Ahmed Kadari, a journalist, when she was asking the president and the vice president questions, it's evident. You cannot say whether it was doctor or it was not doctor, because it was a live program and everybody could see what happened. And since that day, that was when people started saying, is this the man that wants to be the president of this country? You could see that, there were no correlations between what he was asked and what he was answering, even to the extent he didn't even know some of the meaning of some of the things. Even when this issue of a livestock came up, he was even trying to ask Oshibaju, what that question really meant. He was answering something different. So it is not a new thing. Whether this one, people might argue is, oh, he was not asked a question, he was not do this, he was not that. That one is even a far thing. This video I'm talking about is in the public domain. Ahmed Kadari, she interviewed both the vice president and the president at that time. The whole thing was everybody was just like, nodding their heads. Even those supporters, they were just there nodding their heads. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. It's not a matter of whether some people are trying to uh, relegate the president or not. It is there. It is there. Everybody knows it. Unfortunately, people seem to, turn away when things are going wrong. And they are always economical with the truth. And that is why we are where we are today. That's why we have found ourselves at this particular junction. Nobody wants to say the truth, in as much as they are benefiting from a particular government. That is how it has been. Just like I always say, it is not really particular with this government. It has always been right from time. But one thing that is pertinent is that anybody who is, in charge of the affairs of the country at that particular time, it is important and it is necessary and natural that they will talk about you. Everything you do, they are going to talk about you, because it's the same thing they did to other governments even before they came in. So whether this video was doctored or not, it is inconsequential. But the reality, everybody knows the reality in the first place. Even the last time when this woman, Al Jazeera woman, was asking him that 2015, you could see everything. It is not an hidden thing. Let alone this 2019. It happened 2019. So it is not a new thing that maybe a question will be asked, another thing will be answered. So it is not new. So people that are going to be new with this, or people that think, oh, they are just trying to look down on the president, they just want to embarrass him. No, it has always been. It is not a big deal. I'm saying it's not a big deal. That's not that even if they doctored it or if they did not doctor it, it is what we know. It is what if everybody knows about. So that is just the way it is. Of course, a lot of people have started reacting concerning uh, this video, but some people are of the opinion that, oh, he was not interviewed, he was interviewed, that he just gave a speech, they watched the speech, and what have you. But that does not still remove the fact that of recent question, he was being interviewed, question was being asked, he was answering something different. In NTA, it happened, NTA live, before the election, 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks before the election. That was what happened. So nobody's going to deny that. But with this video, you can just look at the whole thing yourself, whether it was skipped, whether it was a cut, whether it was edited. We shouldn't bother about that. We know what is happening. The people who do not have the interest of the country at heart, they are the one who are patching a lot of things that cannot be patched, things that everybody is aware of. You are patching. What are you patching? So that's just it. Someone said it is not new. Just like I said, the first time he attended UN meeting as president in 2015, he was being interviewed by Al Jazeera reporter. When the reporter asked him a question, it was his PA that explained the question to him before he was able to respond. The truth is that it is only those that are benefiting from his presence, presence, they are the ones who hate the truth, that they are comfortable with somebody that does not have an area of expertise as a president of their country. It is difficult to understand a speech. People I asked about Buhari's area of specialization said he's a soldier. Then I asked, has security improved since he took over? No, it has been worse. Just my opinion. I didn't even know all of this. I remember that 2015, somebody was interpreting the question again to him. And Oshibajo did the same thing just before this election, this 2019 election. It happened. NCA live. Someone said, Shebi, they said that he can read and write. Now wow. Someone said, I tire of this man. Now waiting. What an international disgrace. Our national sentiment is what is killing us. Buhari is not qualified to be a local government chairman, not to talk of president. This someone you gave a prepared speech, but still you see flows. Haba, how can we progress? Someone said this is a doctored. I listened to him live at the UN presentation. This is his presentation to the 74th UN Assembly. He read his composition clearly, and nobody asked him question. Just like it's all these ones are inconsequential, whether it's doctored or it's not doctored. But the reality is what we know. People who know, we know what we know. Everybody knows what they know. We know, you know, no, you know. Someone say, God bless you, and let all haters of a Buhari go to hell. If they like it or not, Buhari will rule till 2023, period. And someone says, does he know the meaning of resilience? In first place, can't he send his vice president, Oshibaju, to represent him? I beg you, I'm tired of this sinful country called Nigeria. That person answering questions there is not even qualified to be gate man. Those are the people opinion. PDP owned and Biafra operated corruption. Bloggers, our frustration. So that's what somebody are saying. So me, I don't even believe whether it is a doctor or it's not doctor. That is not the issue, because I know the reality. Nigerians know the reality. We know what we know. Let's leave all this whether it is doctored or it is not doctored. Someone say including the president's own media aides, because somebody is saying it is a Biafra, and Biafra owned, PDP owned and Biafra operated corruption, that they are the one writing all of these things. But the truth is out there. There's nothing you want to defend. You can't defend what is not defendable. You can't cover what is already opened. It's not possible. Something is already out. You say you want to cover it. You can't cover it. You can't cover it. It's because of a lot of sentiment, many sentiments. That's why people are just, they are just blind to the truth. They don't just want to see the truth the way it is, just because of their own selfish interest, or because of ignorance. There are many things that can make somebody to be economical with the truth. A lot of things, I must tell you. So that's just what is trending. Whether that video is a doctored one or not. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about it. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.
President Buhari, Nigeria has a very young population. Perhaps you might highlight what a pathway for a resilient future looks like.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I share the sentiment expressed by the Secretary General that the world is on the verge of climate catastrophe. Undeniably, climate change is a human-induced phenomenon. It is now imperative that we must step up our collective climate actions in line with the request of the Secretary General. It is in this regard that I wish to reiterate Nigeria's commitment to its obligation under the Paris Agreement, the aspirations enshrined in our national determined contribution, and ensure a resilient future that mainstream climate risks is our decision-making. I want to announce that the government of Nigeria will develop a more robust sectorial action plan and expand the scope of our sovereign green bonds in line with our intended upward review of Nigeria's NDCs towards the inclusion of the water and waste section by 2020. We will take concrete steps to harness climate innovative ideas by including youth in decision-making processes as part of our overall climate governance architecture. We will mobilize Nigerian youth towards planting 25 million trees to enhance Nigeria's carbon sink. In the energy sector, Nigeria is presently diversifying its energy sources from dependence on gas-powered system to hydro, solar, wind, biomass, and nuclear sources. Specifically, Nigeria is progressively working to realize 30% energy efficiency and renewable energy mix by 2030. This is envisaged to lead to 179 million tons of carbon dioxide reduction per annum by 2030.